Hi everybody.
I'm Robert.
I'm Catherine.
And this is our Winter Session A, Level 1, Class 2,
Yep.
8-count basics.
Yeah.
So this week we did a quick review of stuff we covered last week, which was just the follow goes and the lead goes. Do you want to show? We'll just show that quickly.
Sure.
So you have your basic, follow goes, follow in front, and stretch, follow back, lead goes. So we covered that a little bit. And then after that,
Yeah, we combined them to make a move called the promenade, which looks like
this. Start with a follow promenade. 1, 2, 3, ba-da, and walk, triple step, ba, ba. And we also did the lead promenade, a rock step, lead in front, walk, follow to close. Da, da. Yeah, so really, like Kat said, we're kind of cutting the two lead goes and follow goes in half and just combining them with their opposite, which kind of makes it sound more complex than it is. Really, we're both doing kind of a 180, but one is going after the other. So, rock step, Catherine turns, walk, then I turn. Okay, same for lead, so rock step, I turn, walk, Cat turns. That's pretty much what we're doing. We talked a bit about some safety and just some mechanics that are different for leads and follows. So if the follow promenade goes, with the follow going first, the main thing is I want to square off. I want to give my partner time to move, and I have kind of two connection points because at this point I am Kat's eyes, right? I'm watching what's happening behind her. So if I need to stop the movement, I basically have my hand on the handhold and the hand on the back, so I can just kind of lock her in place. And depending on which one you use, you can move the end softly, so I can just make it kind of smaller and bring her back, or I can just freeze it and then go back to dancing. And we did similar for...
Yeah, the opposite goes for when the followers are moving forward. So when the lead goes, I'm looking where we're going. So we have 3 points of connection. We have this handhold, we have the lead's hand on the back, we have the forearm, and we have this hand.
Yeah.
So really, we can use this hand to signal just as a squeeze. We can also just tighten up this arm. And we can also just sink into our own body weight to anchor that in position, just in case we're about to have a collision or something like that. We can also just use our voices to say, "Hey, stop!"
Exactly. So we had a lot of people who were familiar with these moves, so we just kind of added to them a little bit. And the first thing we talked about is traveling. So you don't have to do just 2 steps, right? But walk. You can travel farther. As long as they're even. 1, 2, triple step, right? It doesn't matter if the lead or follow goes first. Triple step. And then we started adding elements of the lead goes and follow goes to the promenade. Right. So you can do some redirection. For example, rock, step, the triple, and a walk, then pause, triple step. If I let it go. Another one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, stop. Bop, triple step. So you can do all sorts of things. It can be tough to follow, but you can sort of travel in one direction, travel in another, right? Or you can walk, stop, and then triple the closed, which I think is what I was not meeting well.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But the idea is that you can kind of travel and redirect. You don't have to stop from facing each other. You can travel one way, pause, and then travel the other way, right?
Absolutely. And what I did not demonstrate well before is that followers, it's our job to keep our backs glued to the lead's hand and not anticipate which way we're going.
Right. I think that's it. That's all we covered.
Right?
We'll see you next week.
Absolutely. More fun stuff.